Hi all, happy November 1st. Today's reading has been charged with the energy of our ancestors. So tuning into the wisdom of the many that have walked this path, the many who've come before us, those that we've known and we've loved and lost, and those that we may have never met but certainly have our back. So wanted to check in to see what type of wisdom our ancestors as a collective would share with us in this moment in time, and honoring them and thanking them in sincere gratitude for helping us to walk in our truth, to stand in our quiet power, to keep going. All right. Beautiful. So for our headspace as a collective, the cards that came out are the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Wands. And so this feels like, as much as it's in the headspace, it is definitely speaking to thinking about love in our life and how we protect our hearts. Yeah, I think we have a guard up. Some of us may have a guard up, and it may be difficult to kind of go all in. And the reminder here is, like, it's all right to share a small amount of yourself as you're on this journey, and to also allow in a small token of love, a small offering of love, even if it's in friendship, partnerships, siblings, how important that small token word, motion or movement of love can be. I feel like a lot of it has to do with forgiveness too. So life is short. Coming from thousands and thousands of ancestors supporting you, who've walked this life, who've lived this life, who see you as a survivor and someone who's thriving. That reminder, life is short. Don't hold on to the grudge. Let it go. It's taking up mental space. It's almost like a distraction. So sometimes our anger can be a distraction from what we're really feeling, which could be like a more profound grief. So allowing ourselves to forgive others, oh, that's so timely. It's always timely, because we're all here doing the best that we can with exactly where we're at. No one is better or less than another. And, judgment really can come from that place of needing to forgive. Start with yourself. Start with yourself. And then move forward and even in a small way begin to forgive others who are taking up energy and mental space and kind of distracting you essentially from your mission, from your passion, from your soul pull. So yeah, feel that. That's a big message. All right, the heart space, we have the King of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. This is like, ooh, this is good. So King of Cups, from the Ace of Cups all the way to the King of Cups, we have this beautiful balance, emotional balance. That doesn't mean being cold or neutral in everything. It means that there's been shadow work and there's been light work, there's been grief and there's been joy, and through it all there's this inner knowing that it's par for the course, it's part of the journey, and growing through it, learning from it, being stronger because of it. And there's this reminder to hold on to that beautiful vision that's in your heart, however that might look. So sometimes this speaks to the legacy that you leave, to the family that you build, to what you're doing for your family, clearing ancestral karma. And that's not a super complicated concept, so I'm just going to touch on that for a moment. Sometimes we clear ancestral karma when we make the decision to no longer utilize the same negative or toxic or harmful coping mechanisms that those who've come before us have, because for them it was a burden to bear, and for us we say, no, the buck stops here, I'm not going to do that. So if you come from a family where, say, like alcohol abuse was super prominent as a means for like survival, as a means for getting through the day, and then you are this beautiful star seed here on this planet in this moment in time and make the decision, that will not be me, then you are clearing that karma, and you're ensuring that for your family to come, for the progeny that come forth, that will not be seen in the same light, that maybe that trait can end there, right? So the work that we do, the choices that we make in the here and now, it's also helping those who came before us, and it's going to set up those who come after us. So we're thinking about the generations to come. We're thinking about our lives. We're thinking about our purpose. What truly brings us happiness? What brings us a feeling of like true stability? And it's more than work and money and jobs. It has to do with the people around us and the purpose of the life that we're living. And so for the action space, kind of big. All right, so the action space, we have the Page of Swords here. So this speaks to learning something new. I feel like a lot of it has to do with like learning virtually, incorporating technology, and definitely opening the mind to learning something new. No longer holding on to those old beliefs of like what you thought you were supposed to be doing, or how you thought you were supposed to show up in this world. Again, that's where that clearing comes from. The buck stops here. You make the choice to show up authentically, and sometimes it's a challenge discovering what that authentic life can look like or feel like, but it'll feel in alignment. It'll feel good. You won't feel drained and exhausted all the time. You can wake up with a fire, a passion that wakes you up, that drives you, that gets you out of bed. And so whatever that may be, it might be something unexpected that you're learning right now. That's great. If you haven't found it yet, start putting feelers out for what it is that lights you up, and go for it. This is coupled with the Knight of Pentacles. So this can speak to like, hey, so maybe you want to explore something new to learn, maybe not to expect it to all of a sudden become like a booming business overnight, but even if you start taking small actions, planting seeds along the way, there's stability in that. There is a fruition eventually to the work that you put in. And so the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving card, but it is a card of abundance in a sense also. Look how healthy this background is. They just keep going towards the horizon, eyes on the prize. Slow and steady wins the race. Keep your mind open. Keep your heart open. Remember what it is that your sacred vision is, your beautiful vision, and hold that true to your heart. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. So there's this energy of like, you know, the universe is moving with you. We're going to be coming out of our Mercury retrograde soon. So even the planets are going to be moving with you in bringing into fruition like what it is that you feel most passionate about. We did have the bottom of the deck as the Seven of Swords, which can feel a bit like a card of awareness, being aware. And so what I'm tuning into with that is kind of going back to some of that mental energy where we have a bit of our guard up. We can have our guard up because we innately know when those around us are not truly in our corner for whatever reason. There's an intuition, there is just a knowing that like you can ask any empath and they'll tell you they know when someone's envious. They know when someone's jealous. It's a very easy energy to pick up on. And what it's often expressed as is more of a judgment or like a little put down. So this could be those people who, if you share your dream with them, they're putting you down some way or other, saying, oh, that's going to be really, really hard to do, you know, or how are you ever going to make a living doing that? Or why would that person ever be interested in you? Or any other ways that people kind of diminish. And taking a moment to step back and say, yo, that is not mine. That is their projection. That is their own current state. That's where they're at in this moment in time. And you know what? Send them love, because that's a tough space to be in, but you certainly don't have to receive that message. Because what I see here is people who are learning, people who are planting, people who are thinking about the legacy that they want to leave. And knowing that we're supported on this journey, and believing that, and trusting in your faith, and trusting in your faith-based system, knowing that your ancestors walk with you, keep going. That's what I feel like keep going. And basically tune the haters out, send them love. They need it. We all need love. But let's build a kinder world together, and stay open-hearted. Okay, so then I wanted to pull quickly from the Earth Warriors Oracle by Lana Fairchild. I love this deck. The art here is just gorgeous. So what message do our ancestors have for the collective overall? This moment in time. Nice. I'm going to butcher the name, so I apologize. But Ingoyama, and I love the moon phases above this and the lion here. Honor of the ancient king. All right, let's tune into the book real quick to see what message this has for us so that I don't miss anything. It says, the ancient king of the Zulu brings you an empowering message. You are destined to know and experience what it is to be truly empowered. Your voice, your courage, your wisdom, and your dignity can create considerable spiritual light, uplifting and inspiring others, guiding them from a place of spiritual truth towards the fulfillment of their own divine potential. If you've been doubting yourself or feeling unworthy of the boldness of your visions, you must allow your spirit to roar, for you shall conquer all obstacles and succeed in your heart's desires. Wow, thank you. So that's a beautiful message. This is some awesome energy to embody. Keep going, my loves. And welcome to November. It's a brand new month. It's a brand new start. Let's radiate love, compassion, kindness, and let's magnetize into our life the very same. So much love and light to you.